consistent with their starting five. ICC looking to run with their roster right here. You have a heavy guard lineup for both teams. Ngayon naman itong Pasig Sta Lucia Realtors, they all...
Para kay Coach Bong de la Cruz is to blow away these kids as early as possible. What do you think?
Yes, that's what you want.
Don't want to really exert so much because you know that you're going to be going up against another team later on. As we have the first 2 points of the game, that is scored para sa ICC.
A relatively weaker opponent itong ICC, but this team is a very young core group of players. You have guys like Jeryc Gaspay who want to bring momentum to this team.
Well, again, Santa Lucia on the attack. We expect to see a lot from this guy. Bautista lines it up. Wala. On the rebound, J.M. Gonzalez with the first 2 points of the game for the Realtors.
And the hustle points
for Flores, who lost his footing and lost the ball. Dave Moralde. 2 guys pursuing. I'm not sure if they're going to be fast enough to stop the former UP Maroon.
Yes, Moraldes.
First action of the game. 3 holdovers from the old Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors from Subic. Moralde is not one of them. He tees up on a 3 and gets it to go.
And Moraldes' ability.
3 earlier. Tanda natin, Bautista did not score in the first 2 games para sa Pasig Santa Lucia, but contributed heavily yesterday as finally the bench comes into play naman.
Language we're seeing from these young guns right here.
Yeah, he's not a off-the-bench player, actually starter pa rin. Ito si Jeryc Garcia. Rob Manalang continues to fire para Manalang likes to shoot a lot from that point guard position. Tamayo finding Tyrone Pierce. Chan hits the medium range shot. The 2 run. They try to get it around now. 3-pointer on its way, and that is good. Top up on 2 minutes remaining dito sa ating first quarter. Open shot again. Tyrone Chan off the bench.
And you know what they say, Noel? That was good defense by ICC.
3-pointer on its way. Cabreros, that's a wild one. Costelo on the outlet pass. Damian Lasco is going to finish.
Pasig is doing an excellent job.
Probably we won't see him in this game as Jun Manso picks up the steal. Transition 3. Jun Manso nails it.
That's big. And as you mentioned, they're moving forward.
Manso was one of the key players yesterday, seeing a lot of minutes here. And there is a basket by Abo. And he looks like he is hurt. And these are kids we're talking about here. 25-13 ang ating score. Manso gets away.
Manso is tough. I mean, this kid, I've watched him
by Cabreros, and he gets it back. Soriano operating inside with the extra pass. Nicely done by ICC.
Very patient.
An audible pop, but he is still doing well. Pain level is 6 out of 10. It's not a chronic injury, and he's still hoping to come back to the game after. Noel?
Well, I'm not sure if you want to come back if you hear a pop in the knee.
When you're young, you could really shrug off things like that easily, but you have to be smart also, whether to know if it's worth it to come back or save it for the next game.
How about Rosal creating space there again? Here's Bautista getting it outside. Soriano thought about it, now puts it on the floor. Soriano changing directions and scoring. Two Hawks. Moralde, Manalang back in. Gets it out to Dave. 3-pointer on its way. That's the second one for Dave Moralde.
Just when you
think a lot of minutes throughout this tournament. Let's see if the bench gives them a little bit of a breather. Nice penetrating move, and that is a basket para naman dito kay Roger. 3-pointer is a miss para kay Garcia. Soriano getting it out to Flores once again. Oh, nice sidestep inside. Alfred Flores gets it to go. Down to 7. So far, so good para sa ICC Blue Hawks. Oh, here's Lucero. Nobi is just going to toy with these kids.
And that was just an ice.
Back in. I mean, Bautista doesn't really see a lot of minutes, but when he's in there, he'd better make sure that he performs well. Alfred Flores with a pretty move earlier, pero bilis ang bawi dito ni Nobi Lucero.
Strong.
Able to get to it. Ondoa's going to keep it himself, but sabi ni Tatao, they're going to count this one.
Yeah, give them.
Mark dito sa ating first half. Manalang getting it now to Costelo. 3-pointer, and that is good for Ryan Costelo.
And this kid is small but terrible. Itong si Costelo.
Called by the Immaculada Concepcion College, Bulacan. But first, let's take a look at this 3-pointer by Ryan Costelo, brought to us by Smart Simple. Smart Ako. And we will be right. Ryan Costelo is going to be called for faking a foul. Itong kupunan ng Pasig already had it up to 15, and it was down to 7. It's down to 7 again now. They go cross-court now. Ondoa 3-pointer. That is short. And it's tapped over. And that is another basket here coming from Jeryc Garcia. Earlier, he had a coast-to-coast, almost taken away by Manalang. Here's Soriano with the hook shot. It's tapped over to Ondoa, never giving up on the play.
Ganda nung
Sal, three-pointer, no. Battle for the rebound. Oh, nobody back on defense, and this is going to be an easy one for Ryan Costelo.
and Costelo,
Yeah.
I like to call them, because they've been significant contributors. A lot of their offense runs through both of them, so they're very important.
Tyrone Pierce-Chan also very important.
Hard defense in the last 20 minutes at kung gawin nila yun, hindi sila lalayo at baka manalo pa sila. Noel and Nico?
Yeah, well, that's of course going to be if itong doesn't start hitting their outside shots the way itong si Costelo just did. But Jeryc Garcia able to get through with a three-point play opportunity.
It's something they could use all throughout their careers, not only as a team, but even individually as players. You know what they say, you're a product of your environment.
Exactly what Tanduay did to them yesterday. Talaga, they kept it low scoring, and they were able to pick up the victory. In the meantime, Garcia able to scoop that one in.
To start the tournament, but with his performance so far, he's been standing out.
Well, we keep talking about him. He keeps on doing good stuff. Lucero on the finish against another up-and-comer. Ito si Alfred Flores. That's on Lucero, yeah.
Ganda sana nung end one na yun ni Garcia, but Lucero here, pesky defense, really going at Garcia and taking it strong. Could have been an end one there for Lucero.
They get it outside now to Vento. Inside play, Garcia high off the glass.
Wow, that's team.
Improving day by day. Uh-oh, Costelo, left open, three-pointer. That is a big mistake. 12, let's see how they respond. Coming off the J Absolute timeout. Here's Rosal with the left hand.
Yeah, that's right.
Manzo surveying. Gets a pick from Chan. That's an erasing pick from Chan, and no defense is going to get around that pick. As we think, Contigo Scoreboard, multi-sport scoring solutions, and the turnover leads to a layup by Ondoa.
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, the energy that
58-48 in terms in favor of the Pasig Sta Lucia Realtors. Rosal dancing with Chan, and he puts it in.
Okay, Rosal.
Picked up now by Ballesteros. He did this to Chan earlier. Let's see what he does to Ballesteros. Another step back. There he goes again. Rosal.
Santa Lucia defensively, like in this replay. Rosal, can I have this dance?
Oh my goodness.
And he says, yes sir, but I will not dance with you until I make this shot. So Rosal.
Chan, ngayon pinagpag ang dating Gilas member na si Jason Ballesteros. Three-pointer, that is good. Well, you talk about a fire extinguisher, that's exactly
back on the floor.
Only 2 points for Manalang, and he scored that in the first quarter. Here's Costelo. He is on fire.
And this is what's...
And Gaspay is going to take a breather. So we're going to have Apin Duarte seeing his first action.
Them offensively.
Ballesteros doing what he does best, stop people at the rim. In the meantime, Soriano able to score. As we think, Cilium Fiber, he gets into the groove. He's a known shooter. Manalang, Tata, three-pointer, on cue.
And that is why you put him in the ball.
Out of time, can't get it to go. Soriano momentarily had it, lost it, and the follow-up is good. Para naman dito kay Apin Duarte. They were teammates when they went to the finals twice. Here is Costelo. Three-pointer good, 20 points in the game for Ryan Costelo.
And that was terrific. Down.
Manzo, shot clock at 3. Manalang on the drive. June Manzo for 3. Big shot for the former UP Fighting Maroon. Front court, 3-on-2. Sabi ni Manzo, let's pull up for 3. Why not? Why not? Why not? The goal for ICC is to keep Pasig from scoring 100 points because they're allowing 107 points a game. And at the rate the three-point shooting is Soriano bobbles, lost possession, and here comes Tata Bautista. And this will be a touchdown for Pasig Sta Lucia. Moving forward, no matter how good their team looks on paper.
Yes, and not to discredit this ICC Blue Hawks, Noel.
Yeah.
But moving forward, they will be...
Prize money sponsor dito po sa Phil Basket Summer Championship. 1 million pesos going to the champion as itong si Alfred Flores with a block on Dave Moralde. About Pasig Sta Lucia, as we take a look at this last play once again, our instant replay brought to us by Smart, Simple, Smart ako. That's a volleyball spike galing dito kay Alfred. Non-factor today, but it really won't matter at the end as we have Alfred Flores scooting in for the layup. Another stat that I'd like to point out, at bagito itong team, meaning they debuted late, and that's actually a good testament to how they work together as a team by taking care of
each other's styles, and familiarity is really an advantage for the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors because they're able to rotate the ball, be very smart throughout this tournament.
And look at this, Rob Manalang, non-factor on offense, continues to be the point guard and finally gets his first field goals in the first quarter. Play out of it.
Yes, as a coach, that's what you want to do, Noel. You want to keep your belief in your players. Despite them having an off night, it's very...
67, here is Chan. Silent efficiency as well, coming from Tyrone Chan.
And Tyrone Chan has...
Offensive rebound picked up here by Jeryc Gaspay. Gaspay with a major sidestep. Can't get it to go, Garcia. These guys are still probably going to get theirs. Lucero picks it up once again. He's got Moralde on the wing, drops it off to Dave at the last second. And again, the task here, and we'll pick up this big win against the ICC Blue Hawks as we have Garcia scooting in on the other side. And again, finals. And that is taken away. Last 2 minutes po tayo. Hatid sa atin a smart, simple, smart ako. And another basket. Ali, and of course, Tick Boy was also in the shot doon. So everybody's handsome in that shot. Oh, Alfred Flores with a handsome three. Well, they're still at 93 as Peña steps back and hits that one. That's a deuce.
Head coach and the entire staff, because in a short amount of time, Noel, to be able to develop that chemistry and come up with now their third
ball IQ, that they said, okay, we'll just work together, and it's so far been working para sa kanila. We have some garbage points now coming from Errol Soriano. That's 2 in a row for him. And it looks like Lucero, let's see, just sabi ni Peña, tama na. They're going to take this 12-point win. It's not as big as they wanted. They did not hit the century mark, but a win is a win. And you know Coach Bong de la Cruz, no frills. He's just going to get as many wins as he can, no matter how he can. And this time it will in this game para sa ICC.
Yes, the ICC Blue Hawks, Noel, are a young core group of players. So a lot of upside for them moving forward in the future. Not to take away any credit from